love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down at St Andrews, we are loyal supporters of our team. We chant the Super Blues, ringing all around, now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton, we'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say?
Goosebumps all over the arms as we enter the very last Tilton Talk show of the 2014-15 campaign, as Blues beat Bolton away again on the last day of the season to finish a very respectable 10th in the Championship. Joey Barton made a couple of predictions at the beginning of the season that Blues would be relegated and neither Queen's Park Rangers or himself would be in the Championship for the next campaign. Well, I wouldn't employ him as a pundit. Twitter melts yesterday with tweets ripping into him for his purely judged remarks, and don't forget, as it stands, unless he moves, he's got to visit the wall of hatred when St Andrews welcomes him to the fold. We remember today those that were tragically killed 30 years ago in the Bradford fire, and of course 15-year-old Ian Hambridge, who was tragically killed also at St Andrews following riots between Birmingham and Leeds. That was his first ever game of football and sadly his last. Rumbles from Hong Kong indicate Trillion Trophies Asia are a preferred investor in BIHL. Again, we wait and see. The announcement to the HKSC says they are in no way connected with anyone to do with the current setup. Congratulations to our Blues ladies, as 3 of our girls are called up for England duties. Players are released as the work has already now begun on the 2015-16 season, and a new air of optimism surrounds everything blue. Can we continue this amazing form next year, get off to a really good start, get the place rocking again, and make a serious attempt at getting out of this division? All in all, I'm happy with this season because it could have been so very different. King Gary has at least given us Blue Noses something to smile about and something to think about over the summer. Just another season being a bunch of mad Birmingham City fans. I think the timing on that was perfect, don't you? Absolutely. Yeah, it's getting better as we go along, isn't it? Well, this is it. This is the ultimate show of the year, unless, of course, we do decide to bring a special in at some junction.
Something may happen.
We won't mention anything now. Chris, welcome, mate.
Good evening.
Chris Pugh, great to see you again, buddy. GA, with a mouthful of peanuts, and the inimitable Mr. Chris Owen.
Good evening. Chris who? Compo. Yeah.
I said that last time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, the Mrs. Brown boys. Well, that's it, all over for another year then. I judge my years by football seasons rather than New Year's Eve. You know what I mean? It's like the end of the year. Happy with the 10th spot?
Yeah, gotta be. It's mad not like... to, yeah. Yeah, getting a win away at Bolton to secure that 10th place, it caps off what has been a remarkable second half of the season, if you think about it. A
very topsy-turvy season, wasn't it? You know, when you think and you look back at the beginning of the season and you know, we couldn't get a win at St Andrews for love nor money, and then you know, that massive 8-0 defeat, which was, you know, one of the lowest points ever, I think. And got a clue what GA's doing, but he's all on his own over there. He's messing about. And then from there, you know, from when Gary Rowett stepped into the manager's position, I questioned it. I must admit, thinking, you know, oh God, we've gone for another lower league manager. You know, was that just a cost issue? But he's just absolutely turned everything about the place round. Yeah, and you know, we've gone from an air of absolute utter desperation to, you know, chirping away. We're sitting in I mean, we're praising a 10th spot, for goodness sake. You know what I mean? We won nothing. We've done nothing. But what he has achieved in that period has been absolutely incredible and outstanding. Yeah,
100%. I mean, if you split the season into 2 seasons, up until the 8-0 was the first season, and then Rowett's first game in charge was the second season. You know, it almost feels like we have won that second season because easily the most improved, the most dramatically changed side in the league. Yeah. Over what 6 months it's been, you know, and it's just like you said, it's been a complete transformation. Squad, players, performances, fitness, atmosphere at the ground, everything about it is just feels like a whole new club.
I was very lucky to be invited down to the training session at St Andrews a couple of weeks ago, and met the whole team, Gary, several others, and just had a great best part of 3 parts of a day out there.
Any photos?
Sorry?
Any photos?
Don't go there. I took my camera but no batteries.
Useless. What an ace reporter.
I took my camera and no batteries. I'm not into reporting, Chris, am I? It's presenting and reporting 2 different entities. Wouldn't you agree, GA?
Probably.
Thank you. Or, he just wasn't with it, so I thought I'd throw that one in. But no, and you could tell by the his persona and the reaction from the players that it was gelling together. It was all there. You know what I mean? It was great. Loved it.
I think he'd have felt a bit of pressure coming in as well, because although in a sense there was nothing for him to lose. I mean, you come into a team that's just lost 8-0 in 23rd place. There really is nothing to lose in essence. But I think he would have felt a lot of pressure because it's a big step up, from succeeding at Burton, which he was doing, to going into a bigger club. In all fairness to Burton, a bigger club, and a lot of pressure on him to get us out the hole that we were in. And I think he should be very proud of what he's done. Him and his management,
Absolutely.
whole management team have done.
Absolutely.
In the 5 months they've been here.
And again, I mean, what do you think he must have been thinking? He would obviously been tuned into that Bournemouth game, and quite probably made a decision at that time as to what he was going to do. What do you think he was thinking? We're like 8-0. What am I walking into?
Well, yeah, exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly. But we said on here before, he did the right thing the moment he walked through the door, from just starting afresh, right, drawing a line under everything that had happened before, and starting from day one, him walking through that door, and that was it. That whatever had gone on before had gone on, and that was the past. Almost like I say, a different season had happened, and this was a new season. This was a new start under a new setup, and as we say, the turnaround's been dramatic.
I'm looking forward to next season like I've not looked forward to a season for years now. Certainly, since we were back in the Premier League. He's making some noises over there.
Yeah, if it is not his nuts, he's not fiddling with his nuts.
He's chewing his nuts, making all these ding-dongs going on. I don't know what's going on over here today. Just can't do it. I suppose he can concentrate. There's a little game coming up soon, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
Yeah, we won't mention that. Anyway,
Okay.
but certainly the atmosphere, even at that training session, I was like, I wasn't expecting it. You know what I mean? It was it exceeded my expectations completely and utterly. Don't know. I'm just really looking forward to next season and to see what work he can do in the closed season. To whether he can make some additions and obviously get rid of some of the deadwood. Then it's going to be Gary's team next year. Isn't it?
Exactly. Well, that's the thing now. If he can bring in, fingers crossed, but if he can bring in players that he's identified and that he wants.
There's a few players left, isn't there, since we last...
Because we've got to give Lee Clark a little bit of credit though, because he could spot.
Sorry?
No, listen. Let me finish the sentence. He could spot. He could actually spot a very good player.
Yeah,
and he did, and he spotted some very good players. I mean, look at Shinny now. Like he spotted these good players, brought them in, but couldn't do anything with them when he got them there. The management side of it just wasn't there. Whereas Gary has completely and utterly nailed that side of it. Don't you agree that... Come on, Chris. Open this out to conjecture.
I can't give him any credit, for goodness sake.
I'm saying, what I'm saying is he had the eye to spot a good player. He didn't have the eye to manage that good player, or the art to manage. So
you're saying he was good?
We can all go out to John Lewis and buy a nice sofa, but
so what you're saying is
the important thing. The important thing is
what I'm saying is
putting it in the right room.
I'm saying he would probably
make it look better.
He would probably make a good scout. I don't think he will manage again. To be honest with you. I think he will make a good... You do?
I think someone will be stupid enough to.
Blimey.
What you're trying to say is you can buy a nice sofa,
but
you never know who's going to sit on it.
Exactly. Or what room to
Where
put it
did
in.
that come from?
I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to help you out.
It's got a point.
Harry Rowett is the sofa. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Anyone can find a nice light bulb. It's the light shade to go over it that's important.
This is going to go
But
on all night now,
but
isn't
buying
it?
the light bulb is spotting a good light bulb. Buying the shade
Yeah,
is
but good
managing
light
that light
bulbs.
bulb.
Good light bulbs are ten a penny.
Yeah.
Where's this come
It's making it work.
You can find a nice
It's making it
TV.
work in a team of light bulbs
You can
and
find
light
nice
shades
TV, but it's
in a
finding
house.
what's on the channel.
Exactly.
I've
I
just
love it.
realised why it was I wasn't paying attention.
Have you just realised why you're here?
Why are we here?
I mean,
Cracking.
you look at the players he brought into Blackpool, and he did bring in a lot of players into Blackpool because let's face it, when at the start of the season they had about 12 players on their roster. So he brought a lot of players into Blackpool and didn't turn anything around there.
But he also, I mean, because he'd already got him at St Andrews.
Not a single sofa. Not a single sofa.
Not a single
Yeah.
sofa. Not even a deck chair.
No.
he was buying off the scrap
Very
man, wasn't he?
Our friend Channel K has come up with the best one. Anyone can find a good picture frame. It is the picture you put in it.
Oh, it's going to go all
Let's
night.
like these
isn't it?
analogies. Let's do an analogy night, shall we? Yeah. Shall we? All right. We've also got a little bit of a fun competition going on today, and I hope Docco's not listening tonight. To be honest with you,
No, he's not
'cause
in
He's a
tonight.
cheat.
He's not in
He's a
tonight.
cheat, and we don't want you to Google these. And we've already put the question out on Facebook a little earlier, and it's: can you name ex-Birmingham City players that have turned into football managers? Can you name ex-Birmingham City players that have turned into football managers and one of the clubs that they've managed? Okay, so
We've
stick
got up
those.
to about. I mean, we got up to.
We've got
we've
1,
got
2, 3,
12,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Yeah,
12
absolutely right.
without googling.
Without Googling. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
We haven't googled.
100% true.
You see, you can have a good search engine, but it's what you type into it, isn't it? That's all it's about. You know?
2 points if you can name their clubs as well.
2 what, sorry?
2 points if you can name the clubs that they manage.
Right, Blue Arbor saying, after the win against Cheltenham, Barton away, what would be good to get another couple of thousand through the gates at home? You know, I just can't wait. I can't wait. I'm genuinely going to seriously consider season tickets and alter my work
We have one
lifestyle.
answer. Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce has
first one
played
off our
Birmingham
list.
City.
Well
Yes,
done.
we'll cross that off your list.
I reckon
we've
you
got
didn't
up to
Google
12.
that either.
We've got up to 12, so just keep them coming. We want an ex-Blues player and one of the clubs that they've managed. So Steve Bruce, Birmingham City.
Obscure the
absolutely
better.
correct. And of course he's at Hull now, isn't he?
Yeah,
He is, yeah.
taking them down.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But going back to
So
Blue
for
Hobber's
Harry.
point, he's got a point. It all depends on what happens in the summer. Do you know what I mean? If the ownership saga runs on and
I
not
can't
much,
see it. I can't see
and
it.
not much has happened transfer wise, then I don't think you'll see a dramatic change. But if Gary is allowed to bring in the players he wants, ship out the players he doesn't want, then the optimism will be even more increased then. And
Yeah, well, there's a
hopefully
few
we'll see
gone already, haven't there?
Yeah.
So there's.
Is there any that have gone that you thought, maybe we could have kept them?
I think in Gary we trust. And do you know what I mean?
So
Like,
basically, you're scared to say.
I'm not.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Calling you out now, Nick.
It's a shame that Doyle went, but I don't think he's the championship standard anymore.
There is
I mean,
some-
there was a time where
Well, there is some talk of Wolves taking him on.
that'd be. I can't see him getting in their first team unless their keeper goes. But there's questions about whether Randolph is going. So if Randolph goes, then he needs to bring in a couple of keepers, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
absolutely. Yeah. Because that's one thing traditionally we've always been very well known for is
Yeah.
good goalkeepers, and long may that continue. All right, we've got some answers coming in. Ood.
I think he means
It's
good.
good
I think
old.
He's missed.
Oh,
missed
God.
good.
Good old Trevor Francis, of course, he managed Birmingham City Football Club as well as Nottingham Forest. And Gil Merrick.
He's asking that.
I'm going to.
We're not sure about Dave Mackay, are we?
Certainly, Gil Merrick did manage the Blues, so we've crossed him off the list. Ron Saunders. No, we're talking about. Ron Saunders never played for Birmingham City.
Never played for Birmingham City.
No, it's
No,
got to be a
that's right.
player that's played for Birmingham City
Yeah.
and then gone on to manage.
Same with
And,
Dave Mackay.
and we
Dave
don't.
Mackay managed us.
Yeah,
but
we don't believe
never
Dave Mackay played for
No,
Blues
he didn't.
either, so
He didn't play.
we're going to cross those two off the list. So it's.
So you've
Robert's
got so
got 4.
Channel K, you've got -2 there. Then.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, just like they do on QI.
yeah, it's gone backwards. Sorry. Yeah. No, he's got 3, so he's got 1. Give him
So,
Steve.
Are you going to keep score?
Yeah.
God help us.
What, in your head?
In the end, just as I always do.
Yeah, so just to reiterate that it's players that have played for Birmingham City Football Club and then gone on to manage at whatever level. We've got one that we are pretty convinced that you're not going to get.
Unless you
Pretty
Google.
convinced. Well, we didn't get it. Chris Pugh got it. Let's be real.
yeah.
Chris is the mind of all knowledge. You know what I mean?
Can't disagree with that.
That's a bit disputable
No,
anyway.
you
What
know.
he's got, so.
As it stands, expectations for next season are going to be very high with the way that we've finished this season. And if
It's always a worry.
well, yeah, but the other way around, work it the other way around. If we can get off to a good start,
Yeah.
and it seems as though we've stopped the rot of not winning at St Andrews. And St Andrews is starting to, what was it, 17,000 their last game, last home game. I know it was the last home game.
I think I saw an image where it had his results against teams in the top 10 at home, and they were exceptional. So yeah, it's sort of coming back to that venue that nobody wants to go to again, which it always was, wasn't it? And you think about when Rowett would have played at St Andrews, it was the place nobody wanted to go to.
It was very hostile.
Alex Ferguson always said it was a place he never liked coming to. Holloway, we've mentioned his praise of Blues before for an intimidating atmosphere. So if we can get it back to a regular occurrence where it's like an arena where teams really don't want to come and play, then that'd be excellent. It'd be a good.
Right, okay. Very strange message coming through there that the sound has gone down.
No.
Don't know about that.
He's
So,
lying.
huh?
No, it's okay.
It's okay,
It's
is
running on my phone. It's running on my computer. So yeah,
Hopper's
server's up.
computer.
Reboot your computer, Hobber. That's
Kick
all we
it,
can say. But
kick
if you
it.
can't hear us, then
can't
you
hear
wouldn't know that, would you? Hey, joys! You caught me out there, didn't you? Good and proper. Huh? All right, okay. So name me any blues player that has turned into a manager. We want to get these done by the time we finish tonight. And of course, it is the last Tilton Talk show, unless a miracle happens and we can convene, a special, so to speak.
Yeah.
The salted peanuts. There's a couple of glasses of beer here, if anybody wants one, and some Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
you're very welcome to them. The beer, I'm afraid I'll have to leave because I'm driving. Right, Chris, what's happening at the ladies, mate?
So when do we finish?
Well,
Rant on. We should make this a special bit of what rant on for Chris.
Chris's rant.
Yeah, Chris's rant.
10 minutes of ranting.
Yeah.
it's all yours. Off you go.
See you in a bit.
The honest answer is I really haven't got a clue what's going on. It's been such a terrible start to the season. Not helped by player injuries, granted. But the last couple of games, the only player that's been missing from the team we had last season was Chelsea Weston, who plays right back. Now, she's an excellent player, but we have another right back. The attacking side of our team shouldn't have changed. The last couple of games we have had that lineup available to us.
Yeah.
The manager keeps changing the team week in, week out. We never know what team he's going to pick now, which is so unlike the manager and so unlike Blues Ladies, because they were the one team that you could predict the starting lineup every week. When everyone's fit. He knew his best 11. I don't think he does anymore, which is strange because the team we haven't had the changes that other teams have had, where where other teams have brought a lot of players in, released a lot of players. We haven't had that. We've got a very steady squad every season. We've had a very steady squad. We've brought a couple in, and a couple have gone. But I don't know what he's thinking anymore, and there seems to be an awful lot of backroom staff, an awful lot of coaching staff who are involved, who are on the bench. Against Bristol in our last home game, our bench was full to the brim of coaching staff, and Dave was up on the balcony. I don't know what he was. You know, I'm not gonna have a go at him for being up in the balcony because sometimes when you look from up high,
Yeah.
you can get a better view of the game.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know what the coaching staff are doing there. I don't know what all their roles are. The communication from the club is appalling.
Yeah.
Our
I think
goal
social
our
media
go-
wise, was it? You're
It's
right,
horrendous.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, but it is horrendous. Our goal, the team news was released for the Sunderland game on Saturday night, and our first team keeper Rebecca Spencer wasn't in goal. We didn't hear it. We haven't heard anything about an injury. Haven't heard anything at all.
Right.
You know, so we go into a game, and other changes have been made as well. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
So it's communication is
Communication's
the main
awful.
thing. Yeah.
The performances have been poor. I'm not going to beat around the bush. They have been poor. These are players that come within one goal of winning the league last year.
Yeah.
And when you're not playing well, I look to the senior players, and they're not playing well. And you just mentioned at the in the introduction the 3 players that have been called up to England. Where have they been? I'm looking at the senior players, and I'm looking for somebody to drag us out of it.
Are you trying to say that maybe they've been saved?
I'm trying to say they're saving themselves. Karen's had an injury. I'm not going to say she's not putting in 100% because I know she loves Blues, and I know that she's 100% committed. If she wasn't, she'd have gone 2 years ago, 3 years ago to somebody who's going to pay her more. But she's only just come back from the injury. I don't know whether England have said to her, don't play as much. I don't know. With the 2 central midfielders, Jade Moore and Joe Potter, I'm looking at them to drag us out of it. They've done it time and time again over the last few seasons, and it's just not happening. Nothing's happening at the moment. And I'm kind of glad there is the break now, because I'm hoping to save our season. I'm hoping that when they get back from the World Cup, all of these players will just have Blues on the mind, and hopefully we can get ourselves out of it.
Yeah.
But it's been turgid stuff. It really has. To lose, to be 3-0 down, no disrespect to Sunderland, but they were a league below us last season, and they haven't brought in shed loads of quality players, and they're 3-0 up against us at half-time, a side that has always been so hard to beat in us, and we're 3-0 down at half-time. That's not good enough.
Have you any answers?
No. I don't think I can give any answers because I'm not close enough within the club. I don't know what is happening. I've heard bits and bobs, but you know, without knowing 100%, it might just be hearsay. But I don't know. But it's worrying because we've scored 1 goal in 6 games.
Has Karen Carney played any games?
She started against Sunderland.
Right.
She came off the bench against Bristol and looked good. To be fair, the second half against Bristol at home, which was our last home game, was the best I've seen us this season, and we played really well. But we can't score at the moment. And against a side like Bristol, who are, you know, a lower standard in WSL 1, for me they're the worst team in WSL 1. Yeah, they've had 4 put past them, 5 put past them this season, and we couldn't break them down, and that's been our major problem. But I thought even though we're not scoring, at least we're tight defensively and we're hard to beat still. And then we go to Sunderland and we're 3-0 down at half time.
So what do you think's the issue with, like you said, communications become an issue?
Well, just within the club, it's always been an issue. I've always said we're the worst social media in the WSL. We're the worst team for social media in the WSL. The communication's terrible.
They can use me through it. I've just passed a social media course last week.
Well
done.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
That's good.
Not just social media. There was, I think it was the Notts County game where everybody in women's football, every football club in England had an email from the FA reminding them about the Bradford fire minute silence,
Yep.
and there wasn't one at Blues Ladies, the only club I know of not to do one. Just everything about it at the moment seems a bit up in the air, and I don't think anybody really knows what's changed so dramatically. It's poor.
And just on the World Cup, what do you think of England's chances? 0
Yeah.
or 1 up from 0?
No. If we get out of the group, we're doing well.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I look at the squad. The squad was announced today, a 23-player squad, and there's nothing different in the squad. I think he knows his first 11, but then the rest of the players that he's got in the squad are all similar players. So if we do need a goal, he's got to go like for like. He hasn't. There's probably the player of the season so far, Gemma Davison, who plays for Chelsea. She's a really exciting winger, and she's never had a chance with England, and she got called up to a recent squad, and I thought that's her way in, especially as she's played so well at the start of the season, and she's not included. There's another winger, Jess Clark, who plays for Notts County, who's another exciting attacking player. She's not included. So if we get out of the group, we've done well. I can't see us beating any of the top 6-7 teams. So.
We will see. You never know, do you?
You never know. We've had some.
Rant's partially over for now.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Way to bring things down.
We've had some more answers, Chris.
Some great answers.
Some great answers.
One of which who's not on our list.
I know.
And that is
Gutted.
a great shout. That is
Brilliant.
absolutely brilliant.
Right, read them out then, chap.
We've had Broadhurst, if you know.
Yeah, he was
Liam Daish.
Northampton and Warsaw.
Yeah, Liam Daish, Kirbishley.
Liam Daish, let's have a look at that one. Liam Daish was Nuneaton.
Non-Eaton, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey Hartford.
Mickey Harford, we didn't have him.
We didn't, did we?
We didn't.
No.
And he was manager of Luton for a while.
Of course, yeah. And a really good one, which
This one,
we wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have got this one.
Noel
Would you have got
Blake.
this one?
Noel
Noel
Blake.
Blake.
No,
Noel
England
Blake.
kids.
Yeah,
I should have
England
got
kids.
Kirbysh though.
Managed England's kids.
But will they
That's
get...
who I was thinking about earlier. We did have him on the list, Kirbishley, earlier, didn't we?
We did have him on, yeah. That's, of course we did, yeah.
Because I met him. I met him. No, because I told you I met him on
You
the
did,
Smalley
of course,
Rower
that's right,
Station.
no, you're right, yeah. You're right, yeah.
Curbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll cross that. So all in all, we're still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6
6 more to get.
6 more to get that we got.
Oh, right, okay. And one of them they won't get.
Actually, has anybody put that one down?
Which one? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that
so
one's
yeah,
going,
we'll cross Gary Rowett off then. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've still got another 6 more that we can think of now.
Pendry as well. You've got that. Is that gone off there? Pendry?
Which one?
Gary
Pendry's
Pendry.
on there. Yeah.
Gary Pendry. Yeah. Oh, that's
Five.
five
So it's
left
5
then.
more,
Okay,
yeah.
we didn't see that. I didn't see that one. Yeah. So we've still got another 5 without googling that our heads managed to put together.
And they'll die when they hear the one that we don't think they're going to hear.
Well, the one we don't think they're going to get it. Do we?
No,
So
no.
I think we could win the end of season competition today ourselves. And,
It's almost subliminal.
and you know,
Do you even know what that means?
I got a clue.
subliminal. It's a message that is like subliminal.
You
I
don't
know what it means.
I was being subliminal then with my answer.
As you was with your hand gestures,
Yeah.
which are great
Oh,
for radio.
yeah, unfortunately nobody can see that.
Everybody likes my hand gestures.
Yeah.
I talk with my hands. I can't help it.
How many fingers was that?
I don't come from Aston, so it's certainly not 6.
Okay, you got 5 more to get. 5 more answers to get.
Have that one. Joey Barton. Let's talk about Joey Barton for a few minutes because he's an absolute numpty. I mean, the idiot, in its own infinite wisdom, predicted Birmingham City to go down and also stated that neither he or Queen's Park Rangers will be playing in the Championship next year. Well, he's wrong certainly on 2 levels, and if he gets sold, I tell you what I can see. I can see him moving to St Andrews, moving to Blues, just to avoid the wall of hatred. It's going to be another McRelegator day, isn't it? When the little old Queen's Park Rangers turn up, and
will they be turning up? Because there's talk. I was just listening on the radio earlier because they're in this financial difficulty at the moment.
Yes.
There's talk of them actually being chucked out of the professional leagues.
Oh dear.
I think it's only if they don't pay the fine.
Right.
Which
If they keep contesting it, then
which is somewhere between 60 and 85 million.
60. How do you get into debt with 65 or 80 million?
well, it's not the debt. It's breaking the financial fair play rules.
Right. Do you know they're so complicated? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even want to understand them. To be honest with you.
In its simplest form, it's you have to adhere to a certain percentage of player wages
That based on your income. Isn't it?
as your turnover. So I think their wage bill is about. I think
Crazy.
people want them to be about between 60 and 80% of your turnover. I think, and theirs is 195% of their turnover. So their wage bill is nearly double their turnover. But yeah, going back to Joe Barton, he's a man with many of an opinion.
What an absolute donkey.
Here's the question.
I got to be honest though. I got to be honest.
Your team now?
No, not now. I would have done. I remember when he was at Man City and he come to play it at Blues for them in about 2003, I think 2004, and he was outstanding. He really was. He looked the bee's knees, but you have to admit, in all fairness to Joey Barton, after Bournemouth at home, it was a pretty sure bet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, you put these things out there, and people remember them, don't they? And unfortunately, a lot of the times it comes back to bite you. So,
Look, I suppose anybody's allowed to make a prediction. We all do it, don't we? We do it every week here. Should he be judged on that, really? Is it because he works?
No, I don't think he should be judged on it. But
he certainly was on Twitter yesterday on the likes.
Yeah, absolutely. But then, as I say, when you're proved wrong and you're made to look a bit silly, then you are gonna get a bit of a backlash. But especially again, from the fans of the club that he's put down. But they deserve to go down. To be fair, QPR. So especially on the performance yesterday.
Didn't watch it. It's that old league, isn't it?
Terrible.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it was. It was embarrassing. So I can't see anybody, a Premier League club, coming in to buy him. So I think he might be stuck there. Yeah.
Do you think he'll be injured?
Yeah, slight niggle. Yeah,
slight niggle for St Andrew's game. Yeah, not going to make it today, boss.
Could be.
Wouldn't it be nice to have them first game of the season at home?
Yeah.
No, I'd rather have someone else.
Why?
They've got a
I'm on about
bouncing back fund, haven't they?
I'm on about for the fun factor.
Yeah.
It won't be fun if they batter us.
We've got another player that's not on our list.
We have, which is Colin
Mr.
Todd.
Colin Todd,
Can we find out who Colin Todd managed, please?
Was it Derby?
Did he go for Derby?
He did go
for
Derby,
it? Derby, yeah.
He was at Derby.
So we'll add him to the list, and
possibly Blackburn. Some that says Blackburn
Howard Kendall,
as
which
well.
we've got. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So how many was on the original list?
we have
12.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How many have they got now?
Well,
They've got 4 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've got 11, but we've still got.
They've got 4 more than we had.
Yeah, but if they have more than you, if they
confuse
get more
it.
than you got, they win.
Who makes the rules?
No, they've got to get the ones that we've got on our list. We just put
Who
that down.
makes the rules?
I'm making the fair rules today.
Paragraph 4, stroke 3.
And
Oh,
Howard
you're
Kendall, of
6.
course, with Everton. So that's another one off our list. We've still got 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Has that one gone or not? Yeah, we've still got 4. Has that one been said or not?
Ooh, no.
No. Oh, okay.
That one hasn't been said.
So we've still got another 4.
Just check.
If you'd like to continue. Well, first half's gone already. Where has the time gone to? Where's the time gone to? Just kind
Yes,
of
where has the
drifted
time
and
gone to?
disappeared. We're going to be back in about 4 minutes. Stay with us. Keep
long?
thinking. About 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
4 months then.
Not till the end. No.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. what more can we say? Birmingham's the team. Down at St Andrews, we are lost supporters of our team. The chanted Super Blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Let's hear you in the cup, singing our song, helping and sharing the load. It's worth the pointed roll when we sing together. We're there at the end of the road. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so
Wake in the morning, I only wanna be with you. Sunlight breaks my dream, my lady luck will be there too. Just look at the sunlight, magic is everywhere. If only paradise it could take us there. The sunlight magic, it's everywhere. If only paradise. All this sad summer, wish I could be with you. Walking the reflections of the shop windows with you.
Complicate is the only way now. Communicate, no one seems to know how. Learn to hate is the easy way out. See mistakes that we make, let them break. Try to take us all down. Somebody told me, somebody share the word. Somebody told me, listen to me, have you heard? Love is a beautiful thing. Love for your brothers. Love is a beautiful thing. Love for your sisters. Love is the reason why I go wide. Yeah, love is the reason your children know how. Separate yourself from the crowd. Let them know how we flow when we know that love is around. Somebody told me, somebody share the word. Somebody told me, listen to me, have you heard? Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. I say love is the reason why I go wild, yeah. Love is the reason why I have a child. Say love is a beautiful.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud inside. It's stopped raining. Everybody's in the play, and don't you know it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets there once was pity, Mr. Blue Sky is living in today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong?
Absolutely brilliant version of Mr. Blue Sky there. The lovely Connie Talbot, friend of the show, celebrity friend of the show, actually. Celebrity friend of the show. There you go. Yes, she's been on TV. Right, okay, we're into the last 45 minutes of the 2014-15 Tilton Talk Show series. Alongside us is Chris Pugh, GA and Chris Brown.
Good evening.
The team, the top team. There's a subduedness about us tonight, Chris. You know, it's all over now.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
There's nothing sort of like pensive happening, but
You've all gone.
I think we did that quite a while ago, to be honest with you. But to finish on a high was a Billy bonus, I think. If I'd have said to you 10th this time 9 months ago, would you have grabbed it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, too right
No
you would.
kidding.
Too right you would.
Yeah, 100%.
I think you'd have chopped your arm off.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I think you'd have chopped your arm off.
but it wasn't like we're celebrating underachievement either, is it?
No, I don't think it is underachievement.
No,
though,
no,
with
that's what I'm
this
saying,
squad
yeah.
we've got, yeah. Yeah, I think we've performed
Particularly from the position you was in.
Yeah, exactly. Over and above what was expected of us, what was expected of the players.
And don't forget the season before, we celebrated.
Well, exactly.
Not going
21st, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so to finish 10th, you know, all right, it was only a couple of points away from 12th, 13th, etc. But even so, being safe on that last day, you know, comfortably safe as well, it made all the difference. To be fair, it was a lot easier going to Bolton, not needing anything.
Jose Dominguez.
Yes, of course.
I thought we said
But
that.
who did he manage?
He was in Portugal somewhere. I think he went back to manage in Portugal, but
Right. Okay.
I'm sure he said that.
So
at the
Barry
start.
Ferguson with Blackpool.
That's not
We've
somebody
still got three that I think they're going to find hard to get.
Yeah.
Three that are going to be hard to get. That's our selection. You've added an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. GA thinks you've won. Well, not
No, you've won.
We're all winners, right?
Of course we are. We're a family, aren't we? Eh? Apart from GA, of course.
Apart
He's from
from GA.
the opposite side of the city.
Well, I tell you what, in all fairness and in all humility, I'm going to say well done to you guys and your club, because from the situation that you was
Genuinely
in,
didn't
and
think it was going to happen like
everything,
this, matey. I'll be honest with you. Not when we crashed down that 8-0. Did not think this was going to happen. Did not think this was going to get turned around. Also got to say congratulations to the rest of the Burton team and Jimmy Floyd as well for continuing the great work that Gary's put in there.
Yeah.
And taking the next step up. The division below us now, Burton.
Yeah.
My goodness, that's like a few miles from my home.
Yeah. Could be playing them soon.
Hey,
So we could be playing them soon.
if they get promoted again.
Yeah, if I get promoted,
Twice.
of course.
Or
Yeah. Heaven forbid.
It's going to be difficult to try and make a prediction for next season because we don't know who's going to come and who's going to go yet. So I think we're probably best off leaving that until the first show because we're going to do a show, I think, a week before the season kicks in, Chris, aren't we not?
Yeah.
So we'll be back like a week before. We'll wait for a couple of the pre-season friendlies to take place, get some kind of idea as to, who's about us and who's not about us.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll still have Rose.
Yeah. I think we will.
Hopefully what?
We'll still have Gary.
I mean, he's got blues at heart, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah, but it's when the
I think
checkbook
Derby's closer to his heart.
Did you get worried when
McLaren
he decided to stay? Yeah.
I was relieved when he decided to stay.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Yeah.
I thought I could see the merry-go-round starting straight away. Yeah.
I think only from how Gary conducts himself, I think he would think he's got unfinished business at Blues. There you go.
You're an old romantic, really. Aren't you?
I'm a Roy of the Rovers kind of guy, you know what I mean?
Rose tinted.
Sentiment still around football. Apparently.
Unfortunately, it don't work. It don't work that way in a place of work.
No,
it just doesn't.
It's a job, isn't it?
It's a job and nothing else. It's a job and nothing else.
Yeah.
What I was really surprised was that McLaren didn't go to Sunderland. I thought
Newcastle.
Newcastle. I thought he would have gone.
And can we have?
Yeah, it's just strange, especially as Derby didn't get into the playoffs, so their season was over.
Yeah.
So it was, it was a really good opportunity for him. All right, they're not doing fantastically right at the moment, but if you look at the
fan base,
the ground, the team's not great. No. The owner certainly isn't great, but it's the possibility is there for that to be a massive club again.
Oh yeah. Same with Blues,
But maybe he thinks Derby are.
Yeah.
You think if Derby would have gone up, what, with the exception of a 50,000 seater stadium, what would be the difference between Derby and Newcastle? And I don't think there is a lot at the moment.
Yeah.
Of a gap between.
The women are a bit strange, but
it's Chris Brown's opinion. Not that of sportsradio.co.uk or Chris Pugh
or Nick Spall.
Thanks.
I don't care.
You don't care.
And Gio.
We really tried to alienate him then completely and utterly. Put him over the corner on his own, but you didn't join in, did you? Tell which side of the A38 you're from. Right, have we got any more? Dominguez managing yet abroad. Right, had not come in. Barton would have been correct. You're probably right.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He did, and he isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And
or something like that.
Well, you understood it, didn't you, Chris?
I did, yeah.
Did you,
something to do with the sofa going.
You got it, did you?
Yeah.
I've given up even trying to follow you. So
it's weird. Yeah, it's almost Monty Python.
Whatever he says, we can always relate it back to a sofa.
Exactly.
The sofa analogy.
Exactly. Yeah. Or what's on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
DFS got a sale on this week.
Have they?
I don't know. I'm asking.
No idea.
They've got a sale on every week, haven't they?
Well, isn't it the end of bank holiday weekend after the bank holiday sale?
Coming up to bank holiday.
Of all
sales day. It's all sales
They may
day.
have a sale on, but not every... No, I won't go down that way.
Can't you just tell it's the end?
It just makes it easier to buy that sofa, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When there's a sale on.
Is that an analogy, or is just fancy a sofa?
Just generally, just thinking.
So, what sort of sofa was in your head when you said that earlier? Was it a Chesterfield, a leather-clad Chesterfield, or a futon, or a
suede leather?
No particular preference, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Just bog standard sofa.
Right.
I'll have a crate.
He doesn't know his sofas, does he?
A year ago, my lovelies, exactly a year ago, this week, we were saying on the Tilton Talk show, we were talking about The Great Escape, of course.
Of course, yeah.
And there are prospective buyers in the wings for Blues as talks reportedly take place at boardroom level. Blues ladies crashed out of the Champions League semi-finals as the Swede net 3 to send the girls back to Brum empty-handed. The what, sorry?
Better dies.
Yeah, Blues failing all 3 games, having 8 netted past them in typical fashion.
When was that? That wasn't last year. That was this time last year, 2014. Down to the very last game, Blues in the bottom 3, relying on others, and at least a draw away at Bolton.
76-minute goal from Zigic, and knowledge that Doncaster have gone 1 down against champions Leicester. Spurs the Blues players and supporters onto a 93-minute goal, and that door was wide open. As Zigic header was knocked off the line for the ball to bounce up, and Cadiz make the jump of his life to power the ball into the bottom right corner of the net. Blues fans go mental. Final whistle blows, saw Lee Clark run the length of the pitch and jump into the supporters and become one of us. It's only what was written. It's only what was written. Why'd you? I'd said it. Oh, seriously.
I feel an analogy coming up.
Did you land on the wrong
He thought he was jumping onto a
We
sofa.
can all run and jump on a sofa. It's how long you stay there for that's important.
Yeah. And what's down their back of the sofa?
Yeah.
I'm getting good at this.
Aren't you just?
That's a...
You could almost be a comedy writer, couldn't you?
I know, yeah.
Not a very good one, but a comedy writer. Blues celebrate a draw better than I've seen anybody celebrate a Champions League final win. Twitter goes into meltdown. The fans' jury is out on Lee Clark as soon as the euphoria dies down. Saturday was not the time for that one. Carson Young given just 2 weeks to prepare for a civil case against him. The message from all supporters: delay no more. You've done as much damage as we can handle. Sell up now and leave us alone, and let us get some owners who at least care.
I wonder if he did.
Do you reckon he listens? On his sofa cell. Yes. Sitting on his sofa in his cell. Do you think he's listening?
You never know.
You never do, though, do you? Thoughts were with the family of RAF helicopter pilot Rakesh Chakorn, I don't know how you pronounce that, from Birmingham, who was repatriated back to the UK today. And respects and thoughts were with the family of 42-year-old Ray Dunning, who was a lifelong Doncaster fan, who sadly passed away at the Leicester game on Saturday. Yeah, that's... Welcome to Diane, who's a Baggies fan. She's probably not listening tonight. So, that was about it a year ago.
What's the Chinese flag look like?
The Chinese flag? The flag of China?
Red.
Yeah, it's red with a little sickle, yellow sickle in the
Yeah.
corner, isn't it? And a
Oh,
star.
right.
Why? What are you thinking?
I'm just looking to see if there's anybody from China listening at the moment. No, there isn't.
Nobody listening from China?
No.
Have
Japan,
we?
yeah. Canada.
So what countries have we got there then, Chris?
Should we just say that's China?
Which one?
No, China's a pure red flag. Oh, I don't know. Actually, it might be, one.
China's
Which
a
one's
red
that?
flag with
There.
a big
It's,
star with little stars.
That one there.
If you clicked it, does it go bigger?
No, you just lose it.
Good with flags.
Yeah,
Could be flags.
So we have one listener from China.
Oh,
I think that's Indonesia, isn't it?
it's close.
Oh, right.
It's close.
We've got USA, Germany, France,
Great radio
Australia,
listeners.
Russia,
I think that's
Brazil.
it. I think it is. I think we got somebody from China listening. Look at the flags that Gio's got up, and that looks like
Yeah,
it.
that's China.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. So
No,
no,
it's not that one.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Top Indonesia.
Trillion Trophies Asia. What do you know about?
Big fan of Trillion Trophies Asia.
Aren't we all?
No, know nothing about them.
Where have they come from? Do we know?
Asia, as far as I'm aware, but I don't know. No, it's not about them. I've never heard of them before.
Okay.
It's getting a bit worrying, I think, again. That
You can't be worried already, surely.
well,
It really is.
they're looking at putting finance in St Andrews now, aren't they? To bring in some money.
Yeah,
Right.
they're not interested in selling now. What they want is an investor.
Yeah,
That is worrying, yeah.
but if you think about it, a lot of the board have said.
Oh, he's broken nothing.
Have I broken?
Yeah, no, that's it.
A lot of the board have said, the board of directors have asked these receivers to come in.
Mm.
So if the majority of the board of directors are actually okay at BIHL, and it's just the small minority of people we know about that aren't, then if they were to get investors, and the people we don't want involved are out, then who's to say that BIHL plus potential investors wouldn't be a good thing for us?
Chris, you've got money, lots of it.
I don't, but
Would
yeah.
you invest in Birmingham International Holdings?
I wouldn't,
No.
but they're a company that obviously know them.
Yeah, put it this way: would you invest if you thought you were going to make some money?
Yeah. If you
Would
thought you were going to
invest
make money,
if
of
you didn't
course
know
you
whether you
would.
were going to make some money, or yes or no. You didn't know. Would you invest then?
Well, it's a tricky one, isn't
yeah,
it?
it is. Yeah. No.
The only reason big firms will invest is to get a return on that investment. Unless you're an Arab sheikh who just fancies a play toy.
That's what I'm looking at.
Well,
Yeah. It's a loss-making venture at the moment. It's like buying a football team.
yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
You know,
Of course it is.
You don't
Just
buy
ask
ones-
QPR.
Exactly. Yeah.
Blue Hubber says the DFS sofa sale is ending soon.
Oh, crikey.
I love it. Sofas are for life and not just for a sale.
We've got a couple of more answers actually. Steve Claridge, did he manage anywhere? We haven't got him on our list. I'm not sure if he did, to be honest. Did he go to Portsmouth? Was he manager for a short
Played at
while?
Portsmouth. I'm not sure if he
Maybe
managed
joint
there.
manager for a while. I'm not sure about
Get
Kevin
somebody
Dillon.
at Wikipedia, Steve Claridge, see if we can get
Yeah.
some data on him. See if
I'm
he
not
did.
sure about Kevin Dillon either. I don't think he went off to manage, but I might be wrong. We've still got three.
Capital of Bulgaria is Sofia, isn't it?
It is, yes. Sophia. I know her well.
You got any information on that one?
Salisbury City.
Yeah, well, we'll put him down then.
It's somebody, yeah.
So
Is that-
that's another good one for you. That is Steve Claridge, yeah?
Yeah, Steve Claridge. Salisbury City.
Steve Claridge at Salisbury.
Yeah, we're struggling as well. Blue Hubber said we're struggling.
And Portsmouth apparently.
I thought he
Portsmouth,
did. I
Weymouth,
thought he
Millwall.
managed just for a while before the investors came in, and then went again.
Well, at least Blue Hubber's been honest when he's saying he's really struggling with managers
Yeah.
and not doing a doco.
Yeah,
You know, sitting there on his sofa Googling.
it took us a while to be honest. It took us a while. Yeah. So we've still
Sat
got
on his
three
what?
to get.
Sat on his what?
So far.
It's Sophia.
And it's safer. Well, you've certainly got more than what we did anyway. 1, 2. We've still got our 3 wild cards, Chris, that nobody's come up with yet, and they're real good ones.
Two of them are good.
Centre half, a striker, and another defender. All in the 90s, would you say?
Quite a solid
They all
defender,
90s?
Yeah.
Quite an hard defender.
Yeah.
Quite hard. There you go.
Hard.
Few
So
clues
I'd
there.
give it a while.
Hard as nails. One of them was frighteningly hard as nails. So there you
What does DFS stand for? Does anybody know?
go. Don't.
Sofas.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue.
Don't get a clue.
Kevin Dillon managed Aldershot Town, if we're having that.
And Blue Hubber's getting very close when he's on about a manager in Scotland.
Is there?
But he wasn't
Yeah.
70s, he was 90s, wasn't he?
Well, he
Keep
played in the 90s.
Did he?
Keep trying.
Yeah, keep trying.
Right, so St Andrews is now shut. The majors have finished for a while. Not a lot else to talk about now for the next couple of months. So we are going away on our summer jollies. Are you going anywhere, Chris, this year?
I'm going away next week.
Oh.
Just a little holiday.
Where to?
Just 5 days in a caravan. Not sure yet. Whatever comes along.
I can imagine you in a caravan.
I don't know.
Peg selling.
Hello, my lovelies. Can I read your palm?
Chris, are you going away?
Yeah, Tenerife for 2 weeks in June.
GA?
I'm probably going barn camping in August.
What?
Barn camping.
Barn.
I reckon that's camping in a barn.
That's correct.
Is that just finding any old barn and sleeping on the
No,
ice
you
packs?
have to. No, there are barns that you can go and camp in.
Why would you want to camp in a barn?
Because you don't have to put the tent up.
Well, what do you sleep in? And just like it's like a sleeping bag and just dots.
Yeah, me and the kids will love it. Up the Lake District, we're going to go. So.
Sounds a very expensive holiday you're treating them to.
So there's actually a farmer that rents out his barn for people.
It's a thing.
Is it?
It's a thing. Yeah,
Oh, right.
it's
a new thing.
Yeah.
It's a new thing that we don't want to do.
Were you a hippie back in the 60s? Did you have long hair?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you got any
Very.
photographs?
It's only 3.
Have you got any photographs?
Possibly, I'm not sure.
Could you load some up for us here?
I've got one.
I've got.
Yeah.
What would? Yeah, well,
Oh,
I'll
school
go.
one.
I've got one, school one, yeah.
Yeah, the one me outside. You've got one of me
I've got-
outside crew.
Oh, right, yeah. Was that you?
That was me. Yeah, yeah, that was me.
I thought it was a girl.
Andy Kennedy, Mark Birchall. We need to check those two out as well. Channel K is now desperate for sofas.
Is that what DFS stands for?
Yeah.
Desperate for surfers. Yeah, well done. He's clever, isn't he?
Not bad, is it?
No, he is.
It's amazing how tight you can click into Wikipedia.
It is, yeah. Hey?
Okie dokie. So then, getting back to our ladies then, because you wanted rant 2.
Did I?
You
No, I was
certainly advertised the fact before and that you did. That was the first half.
I was
of your rant
over. I was coming to terms with the end of it.
Why is it you don't think that we're going to do very well in the World Cup?
I just think everybody. There's 7 or 8 teams that are better than us, that are more of a solid unit than us. As I mentioned about the squad, he actually admitted today. He mentioned that the squad was based. He's named his squad based on an emotional picks, which I know who that is. And he mentioned the big factor was utility players that could play in a number of different positions if needed. I don't want that. I don't want a group of players that haven't got specific roles. Do you know what I mean? Everybody else, if you look at the French, the United States, the Germans, everybody knows it's round pegs in round holes, if you like. That makes me think: does he know? Does he know what he wants to do with the team, with the players he's chosen, or is he just hoping something pays off? Because if you're confident about your starting 11, and if you're confident about, if you know what team you're going to play, and if you know what players are going to replace them if they need to be, then you're going to pick players for that position. And he hasn't done that. He's picked a lot of players that can play in different positions now. That smacks of a bit of desperation, that I don't know what my team is. I don't know which team I'm going to play for which game. So I'm going to pick a lot of players that can play in different positions, that we can mix it about a bit if we need to. But
And you think that's a bad way forward?
Yeah, I'd rather him say, I know my first team. I know the team I'm going to play against France. I know the team I'm going to play against Mexico in the group games. And I'm going to pick these players, and I know where they're going to play, rather than say I'm going to pick a lot of strikers who could play out wide if they have to, and I'm going to see how it goes, which is what it seems to.
Who's going to win World Cup?
The World Cup?
Who's the favourite?
United States are the favourite, and then you've got Japan, Germany, France,
China, are they?
Sweden. I'm not sure about China. United States, Japan, Germany are definitely the strongest. France have arguably got the best team, the best group of individuals, but they always seem to, much like the men's side, they always seem to bottle it, and a bit of infighting when it comes to the crunch. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them win it, because the talent they've got is up there with the best of them. But so. We'll say.
Just back to our little competition, Paul Hart.
Paul Hart, that's a blast from the past, isn't it?
He broke his leg at Blues and went on to manage.
I think did he manage Portsmouth as well, Paul Hart?
Paul Hart.
We'll leave that down to our master
I
researcher
think I'll
over
have to do
here.
a bit of Googling on that. Paul
Did
Hart.
Ray Ranson manage?
Paul Hart.
One at a time.
So DFS is direct furniture supplies, is that correct?
I like the other one.
Yeah, I do as
With
well,
the
yeah.
sofas,
Like the other one.
Surfers, yeah. Ray Ranson.
Manchester United entered talks with Birmingham City for Wonder Kid, as reported by the Sunday People. Sunday People? Yeah, I think so. So Manchester United have made contact with Birmingham City regarding highly rated winger Damari Gray, reports the Sunday
You're
People.
kidding me.
No. The youngster has earned rave reviews at Birmingham under the stewardship of Gary Rowett and has scored 6 goals in 41 appearances for the Blues this season, which, all in all, isn't the best track record, is it?
No.
Mind you, having said he's not an out-and-out striker, is he, anyway, so...
Plus, let's have a look at Manchester United's options as wingers or attacking midfielders.
Mm-hmm.
What on earth do they need Damari Gray for?
Well, this is why. United are keen on adding young English talent to their squad and has also been linked with moves for Charlton Athletics' Joe Gomez and West Bromwich Albion's Sadio Berahino.
Right. Well, they've got Ashley Young, who might leave. They let Wilfried Zaha go not long ago. They've still got Jesse Lingard, who is on loan at Blues. He's still technically their player. These are all players
Has
who
he gone
played
out to loan somewhere?
He went on loan to Derby,
That's
but he's
right,
still a United player. I don't understand where they get
So let's continue.
these stories from.
Here we go. The Sunday people understands. Okay? That's a
Let's all
very,
trust the
very
Sunday
poignant
people.
word that you could write 1,000 times while sitting on your sofa. The Sunday people understands that
Sophia.
Manchester United's under-21 manager, Warren Joyce, has made contact with Birmingham over Gray. So they understand. They don't know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Though Wilfried Zaha's move to Old Trafford from Crystal Palace didn't work out as expected, it won't stop
really?
United making moves for the best young English talent around. Gray was the subject of a number of bids from Bournemouth in January. It is understood the Cherries bid up to $5 million for the 18-year-old, but Blues boss Rowett rejected every offer. The winger has been with Birmingham since the age of 11 and progressed through the youth ranks to make his professional debut in October 2013. He has gone on to make 48 appearances, scoring 7 goals, and has featured for both England under-18s and under-19 sides. Well,
You done? Nonsense.
I think so too. Good old Sunday people. You can't.
You can always rely on the Sunday
people,
to
are
make
they
nonsense.
to do with the Birmingham Mail?
And,
What a nonsense.
I believe that PSV Eindhoven are sniffing around.
Got some information on...
What?
That's
Here
right.
we
Have
go.
you got that information?
Go on, read it, Chris. Go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The England under-19 international has endured a wonderful breakthrough campaign with the Blues, has attracted the attention of some of the world's best teams. PSV could be the perfect suitors for Gray, as PSV have sold 21-year-old winger Memphis Depay to Manchester United.
That's it. An attacking winger to Man United.
Yeah.
So obviously they'd go for another one, wouldn't they? Because they're desperate for attacking midfielders at Man United.
Desperate, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's
They're so
Liverpool
short
thing,
in
if you
attacking
just
midfielders.
buy everybody. Which is what they used to do. They used to buy all the best players, so nobody else.
Where would PSV know Damari Gray from? My God, he's played 40 odd games for Blues in the Championship.
Yeah.
How have they heard of Damari Gray?
But the
However,
temptation is
it's
going to be
the
too much.
It's called scouting.
Although,
Yeah.
But if I was PSV, the last place I'd go was St Andrews in the Championship.
it says on this. I don't know what this paper is, Chris. We'll find out in a minute. Although it is unclear yet whether the Dutch club will follow up their interest with a bid. It is likely they will make a
Everything's so
profit on the sale of
unclear.
Depay and the purchase of Gray as a youngster only as a year left of his current deal, but given his age, if a move is agreed, Birmingham will be due compensation.
I have some information on Ray Ranson for you. No, he hasn't managed. He went into business, including trying to buy Aston Villa twice.
Of course he did, yes.
He could hold him to ransom then, couldn't he?
Oh dear, oh dear.
So yeah, Paul Hart has.
And by the way, you said the words. You said bad words in the studio. You said bad words. It's not allowed.
Dear, dear.
Not allowed.
May the Lord strike you down.
So Ray Ranson is a no then?
Ray Ranson's no.
Okay.
Yeah, Paul Hart has managed a few places. Portsmouth, QPR, Crystal Palace, Swindon Town.
Who's that, Paul Hart? Okay, so we'll put
that's a
Swindon
good
down
one
there
then.
then. Nice one.
Beat us completely.
We've still got our 3 wild cards, which we will reveal in about 12 minutes'
Yeah.
time. Blue Hopper's saying if we get $5 million for Gray and all the money was given to Gary Rowett, we would be happy. Can't see that money being given to Gary Rowett though, can you? Let Gray go to the highest bidder with a minimum of $6 million, and Gray is better than Valencia and Young.
Can we honestly see
Blue Hopper.
Gray's
Do you think that Gray's better than Valencia and Young?
Yeah, it's got his sound back. Don't you agree?
Say what you
He
think.
might have his sound back. I'm not sure about his sanity. There's a lot more for Gray to prove than
Yeah.
a few decent games. I mean, he's played 48 games. a lot of those weren't great, were they? You know, when you think just after the Bournemouth stuff in January, he wasn't great. It's only.
In fact, he was brought off, and
it's only the last 5 or 6 games of the season where he's shone again. I think he's got to do it a lot better and much more consistently to be even considered as a player for any Premier League.
Can we honestly see Gray staying this season?
Somebody offers 5 million again now.
The thing is, his form dipped right off, didn't it?
It did. But he's a young kid, so you can't expect it week in, week out, unless you are a wonder kid.
Of course, yeah.
But for him to be playing Premier League, or for PSV in Champions League, because they're the champions of Holland this year, so they'll be playing Champions League next year. You can't. He's not good enough for that just yet.
No.
For me, anyway.
It's true, yeah. I mean, yeah.
So somebody hacking Blue Arbor. If PSV want to buy Gray for 25 million, then we shouldn't stand it. I like it.
Got a point.
I think he's been spoken something.
Okay, I might be wrong about the Valencia, but he's better than Young.
Yeah.
Blue Hobby, are you sure that's not just the B6 link?
I think when he lost the sound, he started listening to those voices in his head.
Are the ones you listen to?
It might be the B6 link with Young that's affecting Hobber's judgment.
Yeah, good point.
Brentford boss in pole position currently for the Queen's Park Rangers vacant manager job. What do you think about
it? Is it vacant? Do you know something we don't?
Not according to all the stuff I've been reading tonight, it's not vacant.
I think the current manager wants it, doesn't he? But
I think it will be vacant very shortly.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Brentford, latest news.
I heard he was going to follow.
Latest news across the ticker tape on the bottom of my iPad. Brentford boss in pole position for Queen's Park Ranger manager's job.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't say vacant.
Yeah, you added that one.
I did as a bit of a.
I'd heard he was going to Fulham. Actually, the Brentford manager, which would be a good move for him, I think. A club like Fulham who are trying to bring young players through, as opposed to splashing the cash. I think he'd do quite well there.
Right, looking at the top of the tables, and we've had the first round of playoffs. Who do you think is going to be in the final?
I think it'll be Norwich and Middlesbrough in the final.
Norwich, Middlesbrough final?
Yeah. I think...
Didn't need to ask the question, did I?
No, I think Norwich will win it.
No, you nearly sat on the sofa then.
No.
So
off the sofa. Yeah, I think Norwich will go up.
So you got Norwich to go up, yeah?
Yeah. Borough, Brentford, Ipswich will be back down. Will be in the Championship next season, I think.
Borough, Brentford,
Ipswich. Yeah, they won't go up.
And then coming down, who do you think?
Hull. Mm-hmm. I said it from the start of the Premier League season. I don't see enough in Hull.
What a massive opportunity they had this weekend, though, to put it right.
Exactly.
I mean, look at what.
No disrespect to Burnley, but they were down. As it transpired, they were down whether they won or not. So, I mean, Hull have now got Spurs away and Man United at home. Spurs aren't pulling up any trees at the moment, and neither are Man United in a sense, but you'd still expect them to beat Hull. So, Burnley at home, I can't believe, that it was quite an abject performance as well, by look out. So, I just I never saw enough in Hull. I never saw enough goals. And I've got this thing about Bruce as well, where the first couple of years he's excellent at a club, but then when things start to go stale, he really does struggle, and he's always struggled for goals as well. You think about it at Blues as well. He was very lucky that he got Forsell on loan. Goals were a problem in the first season in the Premier League until he got Dugarry on loan.
Yeah.
He utilised the loan market well, but then when Forsell got injured, we had Heskey up front on his own, and then he bought Heskey for Wigan, and Wigan weren't any great shakes, and he left there. He went to Sunderland where there weren't many goals, and now he's at Hull where they haven't got goal scorers. He's always struggled for goal scorers wherever he's been, and I think I don't see them staying up now. For me, Hull. I think they'll go down.
Like I said,
with QPR,
with all the other results that went the right way this weekend.
Yeah,
there was one obviously that didn't.
Yeah, I told you this that went a long time ago.
Hull they actually genuinely, I think, blew it. This
Yeah,
week.
yeah, and I think you saw it in the players after the game as well. You could see that they thought that was a huge opportunity missed to drag themselves away from it.
Newcastle must be bravery their side, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you look at Sunderland as well, beating Southampton and Everton in the last two games.
Incredible.
They always seem to do it, don't they, Sunderland? You always think they're doomed, and then somehow they pull it out the bag.
But
They've gone down the back of the sofa, basically.
Yeah, they're hiding down the back of the sofa all season, and then they
Pulled something from the back of the sofa.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. You really are
I
trying to
never
cushion the
started
blow, aren't you? What? Oh, come on. Jeez, people, you know. Right, Gary Rowett dismisses Morrison move to Huddersfield. The rumours
No, that's
over
a
that one.
strange one. Yeah, but I mean, at the start of next season, there won't be much difference between Blues and Huddersfield. Was it Huddersfield Edgar went on loan to, but he got injured
I'm not sure.
in the last loan market?
If somebody can tell us.
Yeah.
Let us know.
But yeah, it's a strange one. I mean, we bought him in January.
Well, again, this is another one. Like a report in a Sunday newspaper
Yeah.
suggested Morrison would be willing to quit the St Andrews outfit for the right offer.
Yeah.
But the Blues boss Rowett said the rumour was total rubbish and had no interest in selling his defender.
Yeah.
Morrison was Rowett's first signing when he took him from Lee Clark in October, initially on loan from Championship rivals Charlton Athletic. Within 2 months, the defender joined on a permanent deal, signing a 3.5-year deal with the Blues. Morrison made 23 appearances a season and was handed the captain's armband when Paul Caddis went off injured against Reading. The centre-back started his career at Cambridge before moving to Leicester City, Sheffield Wednesday and Charlton. Whilst at Cambridge, he played for England's semi-pro national team, otherwise known as England's C, where he scored 3 times in 8 appearances. That's not bad for a defender, is it?
Yeah, it's quite good. It's pretty good.
So again, don't know what
It's silly season for
That's
papers, though,
exactly
isn't
what
it?
I was going
well,
to
I've got
say.
nothing else to go on,
That's-
isn't it?
yeah.
No, it's like again
It's their
driving
Christmas. the summer
driving in
transfer
today, and I actually had to endure listening to 56 minutes of Radio Aston,
window.
and that was the only subject that they decided to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, look, this is a dedicated Birmingham City football show. We do diversify little bits, you know, here, there, and anywhere for a little interesting story or whatever. But predominantly, we do an hour and a half on a Monday about the Blues. That's supposed to be a Midlands-based football programme. 6 teams based in the Midlands. You can play your violins all your life, but there's only the one that gets the airtime. Mm-hmm. It's wrong. It should be 10 minutes on each, surely, for 6. No, is that a
I
problem?
think it's more.
Well, you look
I
at
just think at the
Jay-
moment there's something slightly more important and bigger going on the B6 side
Where?
of the city
What?
than your season, which is finished, of course.
Oh, the hockey. Yeah.
You know,
That's
your
right, yeah.
season's finished.
Isn't there a flower show over there or something? Oh no, that's Chelsea.
You just honestly,
Love it.
it just says more about you than anything I could say.
Well, you know, 9 minutes of the whole season to go. This is it into the last 10 now.
We're into Caddis time.
like it. Blue, I was asked the question: where do you think Rowett will strengthen?
Wherever he can, I think is the answer to that. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. We've got
Oh,
some
yeah,
funnies
yeah.
coming up here. We've got Sofagate,
Yes.
and then
Gareth
Blue Arbor says,
Sofagate.
Gareth Sofagate. I love it.
Where do you think Rowett will strengthen? Probably the arms.
I love it.
It's going to be the money thing, isn't it?
Where's all this?
Yeah.
You know, all this comes from one daft comment. It was a daft comment. It was an analogy that.
Yeah.
It was a good analogy, I'll have you know. Not a
I can't even remember what it was now.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Was that memorable?
It's set in stone, isn't it?
Anybody can go out and buy a sofa.
It depends who's sitting on it.
Yeah.
That was the analogy.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
But
but
says,
in
come on, then,
reali-
give us the answer to the managers.
Oh,
Okay,
course,
so we'll give you those answers in about 4 minutes' time, if that's all right with you. In about 4 minutes' time.
In relation to the strengthening, I do think, like Chris said, wherever he can, really, I think the whole squad, the squad depth could do with a bit of strengthening, you know, in every position, really. if Donaldson's injured, who's his striker? Because it's been clear he relies on Donaldson quite a lot.
Yeah.
He trusts him, so that second striker maybe.
Possibly new captain for next year, maybe.
Yeah, well, he might just give it Cadiz,
Might do.
I don't think that would be too bad a move. But I think if he can sign the players he had on loan,
Tesha.
Tesha's are going to be a big signing. I think even more so than I think we can forget about Fabrini. In all honesty,
Yeah, I think so.
But
too,
but if he can get the signing of Tesha, I think that'd be an excellent move. Yeah.
yeah.
Why do you think forget about Fabrini?
I think he's too good for us.
Yeah.
He may well have enjoyed his time here, and if he is available for transfer, that might swing it. You don't know, but I think
Again, down to
I think
money,
his
isn't it?
wage
Yeah,
bill.
his wage
He's
bill.
not going to be on pennies at Watford. So
He said that
we're
he's
relying
not
on a lot of
playing.
things to happen.
He's not playing there, though, was he? You know what I mean?
No, yeah, exactly,
So,
exactly.
And all players want to be out there, getting the name, read
But
out
if-
on the.
But if
on the
another
sofa on
higher
Sunday morning,
if another higher championship club is willing to say we will play you and pay you these wages, we're not going to be able to match most championship teams' wages. So.
Channel K saying anybody can joke about sofas, but wait till you get an armchair. I heard they were a pain in the backside. Lou Rob was saying he was disappointed.
Game
that
going on
Riley
at
go.
Swindon at the moment. Look at that.
Ooh, his arms move.
Oh yeah,
They do, yeah.
3-2 to Swindon at the moment.
What's that in the playoffs?
Yeah,
Swindon versus
Swindon won the
Sheffield.
first leg 2-1 as well, so that's 5-3. I know.
That's them in the final then, isn't it?
Looks
Just about.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
More disappointment for Sheffield United.
Blue Hopper said he was disappointed that he let Riley go. Callum Riley.
Yeah,
that
there was
a bit
another one who-
brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah.
Got a few games under Clark, then disappeared, and then he never reappeared for Rowett, did he? So yeah, I don't.
And Hancock's as well going.
Yeah.
Didn't really get a
A lot
good
of the
run, did
younger
he?
players, but
Well, he had that bad. Did he have that bad injury?
He had a bad injury,
yeah.
Before, didn't he? Yeah.
yeah.
American lad, wasn't he? Mitch Hancock? No,
No,
Spectre.
that was Packwood who he let go
Yeah,
as
no,
well.
Packwood,
All
yeah,
confused
Packwood
today.
as well,
Yeah,
Packwood,
Packwood was
yeah.
the one with the injury.
I'll have to get back home on the sofa and do some more research.
Yeah,
Great player, Packwood.
yeah. But Hancock's was a local lad, wasn't he?
He lives
The left back. So.
2 streets.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you never invited him?
Did yeah, but he wouldn't. Clark wouldn't have anybody come in.
Clark
During
wouldn't
us, no.
I hate Lee Clark.
I've always
Not
said
during
it.
the season.
Always said it.
I think
Clark out.
I think all clubs would be the same. They wouldn't. All clubs would be the same. They wouldn't release a player for an interview while the season's on. I wouldn't do it.
Right, okay. We're getting close to revealing these last 3 managers now. All but
Give
done.
them one.
For,
Give
yeah,
them
we'll
one.
get.
Go on, then.
Right.
The
Go on.
top one.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Bobby Sofa. Calderwood managed Hibs and Forest. Jimmy Calderwood.
Yeah.
Colin Calderwood, I beg your
Colin
pardon.
Calderwood, yeah.
Close enough.
He may have had a break
It's all
called
good,
Jimmy,
Greg.
but
So that's
He was doing so well. There's only 6 minutes left, and he's blown it completely.
yeah.
Calderwood, Jimmy. Jimmy, where did I get Jimmy from?
No,
Jimmy
idea.
Cranky.
Possibly.
Alright, anyway, Sofa Calderwood.
Yeah.
So Colin Calderwood managed Hibs and Forest. Yeah, we'll do another one, shall we? Here we go. This is the one we knew you weren't going to get, and then the other one we didn't think you were going to get. So the next one is Mike Newell, who managed Luton Town. Mike Newell. And the very last one, Julian Dix, who managed...
Controversial.
Very controversial. Who is a current manager of West Ham ladies football team, and he's also managed Grays at the
Grays Athletic.
Grays
yeah,
Athletic,
yeah.
yeah, Grays Athletic, but he's a current manager of West Ham ladies football team.
Great one.
We didn't say, that it had to be man management.
Well, we gave Noel Blake for the England kids.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, it was a real good one too. Well, that's been a bit of fun. This has been our 2014-2015 season. We hope you guys all have an amazing summer. Sharon, get me a pint of Guinness in for exactly 6 minutes past 10.
Not 5 minutes, just
no, 6 minutes past
not
10.
7.
6 minutes past 10,
Okay.
Chris. I'm and just to let you know that we'll be down in the National Arboretum again in June the 12th. I think it is 12th or 13th, something like that. That's to have the cross that the soldiers made in Afghanistan unveiled. So looking forward, but not looking forward to it, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you all know what I mean. And quite a few dignitaries will be there again, I suppose. Chris Pugh, you going?
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Good lad.
Yeah.
Good lad.
Friend of Harry.
Friend of this show. Friend of this show. Well, all I can say is that it's been a fun year. It's been a very strange year. Lots of ups, more downs at the beginning of it. Lots of ups and downs in here as well. And then a little bit of chat about sofas.
Hey.
What more could you want? There is a certain game going on.
What's the difference between a sofa and a settee?
Poshness.
Is it?
It's income. It's all based on income. It's all based on income.
Forget I said anything.
Class wars.
Toilet and bog.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You've
got
chaise
it.
lounge.
This
This has been the
French.
Tilton Talk Show. Chris Pugh, you're an absolute diamond, mate. Great to see you again. Thanks ever so
Yeah.
much. Look forward to
Pleasure.
seeing you next season, next
Yeah.
year. No,
Well
next
done.
year.
Hopefully Blues Landis will still be at the best at one club.
Yeah. GA. Well, there's not a lot I have something to say to you. We still may. We have a very slim chance of calling a Tilton Talk Show special sometime in June.
I wouldn't
that
book
may-
it. I wouldn't book
We are
it.
booking.
I've ordered the bunting.
Have you
I'll
got
take it back.
so
See if you can get a refund.
Chris Brown, thanks for your hospitality and your
No
nuts and your cans of
You leave my nuts alone.
non-alcoholic beer. Even though I've had to suffer freeway Coca-Cola tonight. There you go. Yippee!
Courtesy of an Indian
This is it.
restaurant, right?
This is it. All over. Chris, thanks again. GA, thanks for your continuing support. Chris, thanks for yours too. Great team. Love working with these guys. And we'll be back next season. So wish me luck as you wait me. Goodbye. As we say goodbye to the Tilton Talk Show. And we remember, 70 years on, our veterans from the Second World War.
Give me a smile I can keep all the while in my heart while I'm away. Till we meet once again, you and I. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye.
Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. With me on till I go on my way. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. On the cheering day.
Give me a smile I can keep all the while in my heart while I'm away.
Till we meet once again, you and I. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. The chanted Super Blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say?
Oh, yes. It was Jimmy Calderwood. The sofa's been burned. Good on ya. Ta-ra.
Sharing the load. It's worth the pointed roll. When we sing together, we're there at the end of the road. We are the lads from the Tilton.